The 1979 $1 coin of the United States of America, marked with a P mint mark, holds a very unique and significant place in U.S. coinage history. This coin belongs to the Susan B. Anthony dollar series, which was first introduced in 1979 and was a historic change in American numismatics because it was the first U.S. dollar coin to feature a real woman instead of a symbolic figure like Lady Liberty. The P mint mark indicates that the coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the principal coin-producing facilities of a U.S. mint. Prior to 1979, Philadelphia often did not use a mint mark on coins, but for the Susan B. Anthony dollar, the P was included on Philadelphia issues, making it more identifiable for collectors. The design of this 1979 P dollar is highly symbolic. On the obverse side front of the coin, you will see the portrait of Susan B. Anthony, a famous suffragist, social reformer, and women's rights activist who played a vital role in the movement to secure women the right to vote. The engraving was done by Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time. Around her portrait are such as Liberty, the national motto, In God We Trust, and the year of mintage, which in this case is 1979. The 12 stars surrounding her portrait represent the original 13 colonies, symbolizing unity and history of the United States. On the reverse side back of the coin, you will find a design also created by Frank Gasparo. This features an image of an eagle landing on the moon, holding an olive branch in its talons, a design inspired by the Apollo 11 moon landing mission and closely resembling the reverse of the Eisenhower dollar, which preceded the Anthony dollar. Above the eagle is the United States of America and below it $1. The Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one, is also inscribed, reflecting the unity of the United States. This lunar-themed design was kept to honor the significant achievement of America's space exploration, and it made the coin instantly recognizable despite its smaller size compared to previous dollars. One of the most notable aspects of the 1979 P dollar coin is its size and appearance. Unlike the large Eisenhower dollar issued earlier, the Susan B. Anthony dollar was much smaller, closer in diameter to a quarter, measuring 26.5 millimeters across and weighing 8.1 grams. It was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, with an inner layer of pure copper sandwiched between outer layers of copper-nickel alloy. While this made it durable for circulation, it also gave a silvery appearance that caused confusion with the quarter dollar. Many people mistook the Susan B. Anthony dollar for a quarter, especially since their edges were both reeded, and this confusion ultimately contributed to the coin's lack of popularity in everyday commerce. The 1979 P issue was the very first year of the Susan B. Anthony dollar series, and it was minted in large numbers because the government expected it to be widely used in circulation, replacing the bulky paper dollar and the large Eisenhower dollar coin. Over 360 million Susan B. Anthony dollars were struck across all mints in 1979, and Philadelphia's production was one of the largest. Interestingly, the 1979 P coin has two major varieties known as wide rim, also called near date, and narrow rim, far date. The wide rim variety shows the rim of the coin much closer to the numbers in the date, making the date appear nearer to the edge. This variety is scarcer and more sought after by collectors, especially in higher grades, while the narrow rim is more common. Identifying these varieties can make a big difference in numismatic value. In terms of circulation, the Susan B. Anthony dollar, including the 1979 P, was not warmly received by the public. It was often rejected in transactions, left sitting in cash registers, or simply confused for quarters. As a result, large quantities of these coins remained in government vaults unused. However, from a collector's standpoint, the coin represents a bold experiment by the U.S. Mint, as well as a meaningful tribute to women's history in America. Because Susan B. Anthony was such a prominent figure in the suffrage movement, her appearance on a circulating coin symbolized progress and recognition of women's contributions to American society. From a numismatic perspective, the value of a 1979 P dollar coin depends heavily on its condition, mint variety, and whether it is a regular strike or a special proof issue. In circulated condition, most 1979 P Anthony dollars are worth only around $1 to $2, since they were produced in such high numbers. However, in mint state uncirculated condition, prices can climb, with higher grades such as MS65 or MS66 bringing more premium. The wide rim near date variety is particularly valuable, and in high grades it can command significantly higher prices, sometimes reaching tens or even hundreds of dollars depending on rarity and condition. Special proof struck at the San Francisco Mint, with S mint marks, also exists, but the 1979 P issue itself is primarily of interest in its wide and narrow rim forms. Overall, the 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony $1 coin is a historically important piece that reflects both innovation and challenges in U.S. coinage. Its design honors a pivotal figure in American history, while its reverse links it to one of the greatest achievements of the 20th century, the Apollo 11 moon landing. Despite its circulation failures, the coin stands today as a collectible item that tells a story of ambition, reform, and progress. Collectors continue to value it for its varieties, its place in numismatic history, and as a reminder of America's efforts to modernize its coinage system.